All right, back here at Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan and Illinois getting set to square off. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Fighting Illini under fourth-year head coach Nancy Fay. The backcourt of Janiah Ephraim, Janae Terry, and Jada Peoples. And up front it's Kennedy Miles, and as Coach mentioned, an interesting change in the middle for them. They've added a 6'5" junior center, Eva Rubin, a transfer from Arizona State. Rubin and Hillman will jump it up, though tap is won by Hillman, and Michigan has the first possession of the game. On the right wing, Akienreh Johnson. Danielle Rauch gets the start for the second straight game in place of Leah Brown. And the Wolverines with a turnover on the opening possession, a pass from Amy Dilk that Haley Brown wasn't ready for. Now it's Janae Terry with a drive and dish to Rubin, who is short but got her own rebound. Second try, no. And this time the board to Naz Hillman. Into the front court comes Naz, and Michigan with the ball. They'll settle it down. Amy Dilk, left wing for Rauch. Rauch takes it towards the top of the key. Now a bounce down low for Hillman against Rubin. She'll go baseline, try a reverse layup, and draw a foul. The whistle on Rubin, her first, and it's going to be a tough matchup for Rubin. It's a tough matchup for anybody who goes up against Naz Hillman this season. Averaging a double-double, 25.9 points and 11.4 rebounds per game. Any discussion you're having, not just about Big Ten Player of the Year, but about National Player of the Year, has to include Naz Hillman. She is that good, folks. First time at the line today, and the first free throw from Naz is a perfect switch. Struggled from the free throw line the other night. Her season percentage is down to 75%, but that's improved from her career mark of 64% over her first two seasons. Second free throw on the way and good as well. So Naz gets the scoring started for the Wolverines. It's 2-0 Michigan as the Illini in blue with orange and white trim work right to left in this opening half here in Ann Arbor. Outside left, Kennedy Miles, guarded by Hillman, slides it over to Terry. Screen from Rubin. Michigan hedges out on the screen. Terry's double team. Skip pass is out of play. Good defense by Michigan. The Illini struggle with turnovers, and especially Janae Terry. Last year was 1.8 in the assist to turnover category. This year, -1 overall on the season. 25 turnovers, 24 assists on the year for Terry, and an early turnover here for the Michigan native. Wolverines have it back left to right in the maize uniforms today with blue and white trim. Akienreh Johnson at the right point. Screen there from Haley Brown. Johnson lost it on the drive, but Dilk saves it on the baseline. Backs it up behind the arc on the left. Lobs for Hillman. Back cut by Rauch. Hillman's going to go across the lane herself. Wild shot, no. Rebound by Miles. Good defense by the Illini. Ahead to Jada Peoples. Peebles with a pull-up. Got it. Excuse me, that's Janae Terry. First points of the game for Terry. And it's 2-0, and Michigan tries to go quickly for Hillman and it's knocked out of play. So Janae Terry with the first two for the Illini. Michigan will inbound on the baseline. Again, no Leah Brown today for Michigan. COVID protocols. Here's Haley Brown, left point. Over to Dilk. Dilk, top of the circles. Leaves it outside for Haley with 15. Down it goes to Naz against Rubin one-on-one. Spin to her right and scores it off the glass. She has added some nice post moves, has Naz Hillman. She's got the first four today. 4-2 Michigan. 7:45 and ticking opening quarter. Kennedy Miles left elbow for the Illini. On the right wing for Janae Ephraim. Back to Miles. Now left side Peebles. Corner left for Terry. 10 to shoot as Terry tries to turn the corner. Gets in the lane just inside the free throw line. Pops the jumper and knocks it through. Tied up at 4. 7.5 to go in the first. Danielle Rauch. Top of the circles with the dribble for Michigan. Over to Akienreh Johnson. Rauch bumped on a screen there. Now it's Johnson going the other way on a tough drive. Lost it, knocked away. Ephraim with the loose ball for the Illini. Bounces ahead and out of the reach of Jada Peoples. So the Illini with a turnover in transition. And that'll give it back to the Wolverines. Kim Martirico. A little talk with Naz Hillman as the Wolverines take the possession up the floor with Amy Dilk. Into the front court, Amy, and Naz comes down. They set up a little horn set near the top. Now Hillman posting at the right elbow. They'll lob it to Naz there. Naz holding. Gives to Dilk. Outside. Long jumper from Amy. No. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Michigan. Wolverines had their worst shooting game of the season against Nebraska the other night. They were 33%-ish from the floor. And today, off to a 1-for-3 start. They called that shot by Dilk a 3. I thought it was going to be a 2, but either way, it's a miss. And now Illinois back the other way with Terry at the left elbow. Wide open right wing, Miles. Long jumper, good. Kennedy Miles with her first triple of the season. Had been 0 for 5 from behind the arc. And Illinois with the early lead by 3, 7-4. 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's Haley Brown on the left wing for Michigan. Nice crossover dribble by Brown. Got free for a 16-footer that's off the heel. Boarded by Rubin for the Illini into the hands of Ephraim over midcourt. Ephraim at the top of the key. Drives it left side of the lane against Rouch. Ball knocked out of play by Danielle. And last touched by the Wolverines. Illinois will keep it. Our officials today are Mark Zentz, Tom Halliard, and Stephanie D. Barksdale. Illinois to trigger from underneath their own basket. Ephraim in the corner, open. Terry for 3, no. Rebound Dilk. Outlet up the right sideline for Danielle Rouch into the front court. Rouch, right wing for Haley Brown. Brown against Rubin defensively. Nice pass to Dilk, top of the key. Tries to drive left, cut off, pulls up though, left side of the lane for a 10-footer, and it drops. So Amy Dilk's first points for Michigan. They now, scoreboard says 6-6. Illinois though up 7-6. That Miles jumper a 3. As she drives now on Naz Hillman. What defense by Naz. Partially blocked the shot and the loose ball brought in by Rouch, who turned it over in the backcourt. Now Miles, jump stop, layup, no. Put back, yes. Kennedy Miles sticking with it there with her second basket. 9-6 Illini. 5:10 to go in the opening quarter. Here's Amy Dilk, dribbled it off her foot, not out of bounds. If you're watching us on the Big Ten Network Plus stream, you see the scoreboard says 8-6. As far as I am aware, it is 9-6 on the Kennedy Miles jumper. That is also what the stat monitor shows here inside Chrysler Center. So we're going with 9-6, Illinois leading. Just about halfway through the first substitution. Salafe Emusan is in for Illinois. Here's Terry driving right side of the lane, getting the basket and laying it in. And the Illini have a 5-point lead here in the early stages of this one. Naz Hillman, pass to a cutting Akienreh Johnson, knocked away from her on a drive down the lane. Wolverines will keep it, but Janae Terry is excited. And Illinois forces Michigan to have to inbound. Afternoon. Maddie Nolan is checked in for the Wolverines for her first appearance. She's on to replace Amy Dilk. Rouch, Johnson, Hillman, and Haley Brown stay out there. For the Illini, Emusan is in, a sophomore from Woodbury, Minnesota, by way of Iowa Western Community College. The rest of the Fighting Illini stay the same. Rubin, Terry, Peebles, and Ephraim. Out of the timeout, Michigan off the inbounds. It's Akienreh Johnson to the free throw line. Back on the wing for Brown. Down low, Hillman. Nice spin away from Terry. And an easy basket for Naz. She has a half dozen. 11-8 our score. They have now changed it. That was a 2 ruled on the jumper by Kennedy Miles. So it's officially 10-8. That score that you see on your screen if you're watching on Big Ten Network Plus now correct. In the right corner, this is Emusan trying to beat Hillman, and Naz poked it away, and Danielle Rouch came up with a loose ball. 4 minutes to go in the first. Wolverines down a deuce. Maddie Nolan on the left wing. Here comes the screen from Hillman. Nolan's going to go the other way. Now dribble back around that screen and find Rouch. Posting off the low left block is Hillman against Rubin one-on-one. Across the lane with the right hand, scooping and spinning off. But an offensive rebound of Akienreh Johnson. She'll try a putback. It's knocked away by the Illini. Michigan still has it. Now straight on a trail 3 from Haley Brown. Off the front of the rim and out of bounds along the far sideline in front of the Illinois bench. So again, the early shooting struggles for Michigan for anybody not named Naz Hillman. Naz is 2 for 4. The rest of the team is 1 for 4. Illini make a change. A couple of them actually. Lyric Robbins Senior from Plano, Texas, is in for the first time. She replaces Janae Terry, and Kennedy Miles, after a quick rest, is back in the game for the Illini. Here's Janiyah Ephraim. Skip pass in the left corner for Robbins. Now in the wing for Miles. One-on-one with Hillman. Tries to drive into the paint. Jump stop with the right hand over Nas, and it's good. Kennedy Miles has a half dozen for the Illini. 12-8 Illinois. Here comes Michigan with a quick attack by Johnson on the baseline. Threw it up looking for a whistle, no call. Rebounded by Peebles. Into the front court for Illinois along the near sideline. Peebles takes it middle of the floor. Back on the wing for Ephraim at the point. A shuffle to Kennedy Miles. Miles again drives, dishes for Peebles. Pull up from 10, left of the lane short. Rebound knocked away from Rauch, but Nolan is there to grab it. Michigan back the other way, down 4 here in the first. 2:40 left in it. Akienreh Johnson, top of the circle. Back wing right for Nolan. Inside post feed for Hillman against Rubin. Before the shot, a travel. Amy Dilk back in for Michigan, replacing Danielle Rauch. Wolverines have turned it over way too much here in the first quarter. 5 turnovers in the first 7.5 minutes by Michigan. They trail at home to Illinois by 4. Fighting Illini ball right to left. Ephraim. Bounce to the right elbow from Miles. Backdoor cut for Robbins. Saves it out to Ephraim. She'll get in the lane. A hanger off glass, no. Fight for the rebound, won by Hillman. Shuffle to Amy Dilk. Michigan pushes up to Nolan, wing right. She'll catch and hold there, 25 feet away. Screen from Hillman as Nolan takes top of the circles. Picks up her dribble. Hillman, right mid-block, 14 feet. Dribble handoff Johnson. Akienreh against Peebles. Behind the back dribble, can't shake her. 10 to shoot as Johnson drops it for Dilk. Lob inside for Hillman. Between a double team, throws it up. Good. The officials discussing whether it should be an and one or not. And they will count the basket. And the foul's on Eva Rubin, and that's her second. So that's 2 whistles against the Illini, both on Rubin. The lob, Nas caught it in between 2 defenders and immediately just flipped it up. And it went through. And the officials awarding her the shot and the 3-point play opportunity. And now I've been practicing, folks. Into the game for Illinois is Nancy Paniotopoulos. That's P-A-N-A-G-I-O-T-O-P-O-U-L-O-U. Paniotopoulos. Redshirt junior from Greece. It's like trying to pronounce Antetokounmpo. You got to work on it. Hillman misses the free throw, but Michigan with the offensive rebound. Chance to tie or take the lead on this trip now. Inside Hillman against Paniotopoulos. Score it and one. So Paniotopoulos just into the game with the assignment to try to guard Naz Hillman. And she is victimized for 2 and a chance for a 3-point play. Hillman has 10 already here in the first. We are tied at 12. 4th free throw of the game for Hillman. It's on the way, and it's good. And Michigan has reclaimed the lead by 1. 13-12 Wolverines, and here comes some full court pressure. Terry in the backcourt. Lobs it left sideline for Robbins. Robbins, a step through and a hand to Kennedy Miles, center circle. Now over to Terry with 15 to shoot. Back to Miles. Left wing Robbins. She's open for a 12-footer and hits it. Lyric Robbins with her first 2. Illinois back on top by 1, 14-13. A minute 20 to go first quarter. Here's Akienreh Johnson around a screen from Elise Stuck. Down the lane, scooping and scoring. First 2 for Akienreh Johnson is Stuck. The freshman from Charlevoix is in for the first time today for Michigan. 15-14 Wolverines. A minute to go in the first. Illinois has been plucky and competitive so far in this one. Robbins, wing right. Stops back to Kennedy Miles, and Miles into the lane. Jumper over Hillman, off the heel, no. Rebound Stuck. Michigan wanted to travel on that drive from Miles. Wolverines come the other way after the miss. Johnson with a lead right wing from Dilk. A couple of dribbles to the top of the circle. Back for Amy. Now it's Elise Stuck at the free throw line against Paniotopoulos. Out of the lane, a bounce from Nolan with 12 to shoot. Screen from Hillman. Nolan lost it for a moment. Got it back. Over to Johnson. 7 to shoot. Has a step on Peebles. Drives it in. No. Whistle and a foul. Akienreh is going to be at the free throw line. The Illinois foul on Peebles. I believe. No, the Illinois foul's on Connie Utopolo. So that's her second. So two of Illinois' post players have 2 fouls, Ruben and Connie Utopolo. Hillman will get a rest before the media timeout at the end of the period. Akienreh Johnson to the line to try to stretch Michigan's lead. It's a 1-point advantage at the moment. Johnson's first free throw is good. 16-14 now, Wolverines lead it. 24.8 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Illinois can have the final shot of the first quarter, and they have possession to begin the second quarter, according to the arrow. Johnson got them both. 17-14 Wolverines. Now let's see what Illinois has drawn up to end the period. Ball in the hands of Janae Terry between the circles. 15 seconds. Not in a hurry to do much. Now with 10, snaps the pass to Robbins. Back to Terry, straight on. She'll dribble at right wing. Now sideline hash. 5 to shoot. Straight on Peebles. 3, 2. Peebles with 1. Got it away to Lyric Robbins. A 3 to beat the horn is too strong. But a really good first quarter for Illinois. Fighting Illini 0-4 in Big Ten play. Had the lead in the first, but Illinois 7 of 17 from the floor in the first quarter. Michigan 6 of 12, so they did get it back a little bit, but a lot of that due to Nods Hillman, who's 4 for 6. The rest of the team just 2 for 6. Michigan got to the line. Only 4 fouls whistled in that first quarter, all of them against Illinois. Fighting Illini will have the ball to start the second. Michigan has made some changes. They've got Emily Kaiser in, along with Elise Stuck and Akienreh Johnson, Amy Dilk, Maddie Nolan. That's your 5 on the floor for Michigan. It's Ephraim, Miles, Peebles, Terry, and Erica Porter are the 5 on the floor for the Fighting Illini. Michigan playing a little trapping defense here. Here's a long skip pass. Got it over to Peebles. Her pass up top deflected, but Ephraim got it anyway. 8 to shoot. Back right wing. It's a catch and shoot 3 from Terry. Line drive short. Got her own miss in the corner and is bumped along the baseline by Elise Stuck. And we'll have the first Michigan foul of the game called on Elise. It's Hillman back in after that rest. She got 25 seconds before the media timeout. A little bit more than that because of the free throws from AK. And then a little breather after the other side of the timeout as well. In the corner, the inbounds to Terry. Haley Brown's also back in for Michigan. Kaiser and Stuck have a seat. There's Kennedy Miles faking a handoff and now trying to drive, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Hands on the dribbler, called against Nods Hillman, her first. So the first 2 whistles of the second quarter come against the Wolverines. You wonder if Nancy Fay said anything to the officials during that break about the foul disparity. Here comes Michelle Seedor. First appearance for the sophomore from New Jersey, replacing Akienreh Johnson. What's interesting, we talked about the Nebraska game. Michigan got a lot of players back, but that was their first game in almost a month for players like Maddie Nolan, Michelle Seedor. Maybe a little rust to knock off for them. Second game today, maybe they'll be a little more ready. Here's Miles in low, backing in, double team. Picks up her dribble, has to leave it outside at the hash for Ephraim with 4 to shoot. Ephraim got to the elbow, jumper over Hillman on the challenge, no, and a rebound by Seedor. Michelle up the left sideline to Amy Dilk. Dilk, screen from Haley Brown, into the paint, behind the back dribble against Peebles, left hand short, rebound Peebles. Here come the Illini, back the other way, Peebles. Thought about a long pull-up instead of skip pass all the way left wing for Terry, and she traveled as she tried to drive it baseline. 4th turnover for the Illini, which has been a problem for them throughout the course of the season. Ball back to Michigan. Dilk. Right sideline for Seedor, 25 feet, guarded by Terry. Up straight on for Nolan. Hillman popped open, but so did Haley Brown on the left wing for a 3 that's too strong. Backside board, Terry. Here come the Illini. Terry, top of the circles. At the elbow, knocked away and stolen by Maddie Nolan. Good defense. Nolan up the floor, ahead to Seedor. Catch, shoot, 3 in transition. No. And Ephraim with a great box out in front of Hillman. Dilk, though, from behind with a steal. Took it away from Erica Porter when Porter wasn't looking. 2 minutes going by in the second quarter. Both teams struggling to score inside. That's how you do it if you're Michigan. Lob over the top to Naz Hillman, and she'll finish. Hillman with a baker's dozen. 19-14 Wolverines. 7:45 to go. Opening half. Wolverines go 2-3 zone on this possession. Ephraim to Terry straight on. Behind the back dribble, looking for room. Back over to Ephraim. Fumble to catch. Drives it baseline into Maddie Nolan. And a whistle. Nolan has picked up her first. That's the third in the period against Michigan. Salape Emusan back in for the Illini, replacing Erica Porter. Ephraim baseline inbounds. They stack along the left side of the lane. Now they spread out in the left short corner. Peebles defended by Cedar. Dribbling on the wing with 15. A post feed from Miles. Double team, triple team. Miles lost it, got it back. Now a hand to Jada Peebles, firing for threes. No. Fight for the rebound. Guess who? Naz Hillman. 5-point Michigan lead. Here they come up the floor. Amy Dilk, hesitation dribble. Thought about a drive. Instead backs it up. Sets up a set. Screen from Haley Brown. Back to Haley on the left, or on the right wing rather. Haley with a skip pass stolen. It was trying to go in the corner for Cedar. Terry with the knockaway. Peebles with the loose change. Now Terry. Down it goes to Miles. Double team on her. Swings it left side for Ephraim. Got a step on Cedar. Drove to the bucket. Into Haley Brown. And a whistle on Michigan. So now 4 fouls on Michigan, all in this period. 6:45 to go in the second. Illinois is in the bonus for the remainder of this second frame. And at the free throw line for the first time today is Janiah Ephraim, junior from St. Croix in the United States Virgin Islands. .64% at the stripe. First free throw from Ephraim is no good, off to the left. Celebrated her 21st birthday on Thursday night. Had just 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in the loss to Ohio State. So she played on her birthday, and it was a bit of a struggle. She'll get one more at the line. These are Illinois' first free throws of the game. They haven't scored yet here in the second quarter. Ephraim's free throw is good. So they got one. 19-15 now. Michigan on top. 6:40 to go, second quarter. Haley Brown left wing. Now over to Nolan. They couldn't get Dilk on a backdoor cut. Nolan up high, back left side. Dilk. Amy for 3. There you go. Nothing but net for Amy Dilk on a triple try. And let's see if that can uncork the Michigan jump shooting. 5th triple of the year for Amy. 22-15, biggest lead for Michigan. 6:10 to go, first half. Peebles, top of the circles. Janae Terry fakes a 3. Now a skip pass out to Ephraim, and she traveled. If you're Illinois, you've done a lot of really good things here in the first 14 minutes of this game. And yet, you find yourself still trailing by 7. And Michigan with the ball, and maybe a little momentum. Maddie Nolan checks out. Akienreh Johnson back in for the Wolverines. Left to right come Michigan in the maize uniforms today. Haley Brown, left wing. Illinois taking away a lot of the passes Michigan wants to make, so the Wolverines have to go other places. Now it's one-on-one Johnson. Runner over Soliman is short, and the ball out of bounds. Last touch by nobody, so it'll be Illinois basketball. Offensively, the Michigan Wolverines just struggling right now as they play a second game without Leah Brown. 20 points a game out of the lineup for Brown, and you can just see for the last 2 games as I've watched the way that she helps space the floor. Here's Peebles in the corner. Down low Miles. Turnaround shot over Haley Brown. No. And then Haley with the rebound. Gives to Dilk. Michigan wants to push. Amy up the floor. The trailer is Brown. Straight on for 3. Short. Long rebound off the hands of Amundsen, and Johnson has it. Well, Haley struggled from three the last couple of games. Michigan really needs her to find her stroke again. Here's Cedar, sideline hash left, up top for Haley Brown. Right wing Gilk, Amy a catch and shoot three, short. Rebound Ephraim. Halfway through the second quarter, Illinois doesn't have a field goal in this period. They have just 1 point. Michigan's lead is 7. Ephraim between the circles, screen up top, going to her left. Still has it behind the arc, swings it right side near the top of the block M for Janae Terry. Terry against Johnson, double team, back out to Ephraim, left point for three. No good. Johnson with a rebound. It was knocked away from behind with contact from Terry, no call. Michigan runs it the other way. Amy Dilk. Right side screen from Hillman. Now a bounce down low for Hillman. They went for the steal. Then Hillman smashes into Jada Peoples, who was late on the help, and draws another foul. Naz is going to the free throw line again. And Jada Peoples has picked up her first for the Illini. First in the period for the team. 13 of the Wolverines' 22 points. And a team best 4 rebounds. She's at the free throw line. What a night Thursday night was for Naz. 35 points, 22 rebounds. The 22 rebounds, second most in a game in Michigan history. Just the second 30-20 game in school history. Abby Courier did it in 1978, 33 and 20 against Notre Dame. Hillman makes the first. 23-15 Wolverines. And again, the first Big Ten player with a 30-20 game since Jess Shepard did it against Michigan back in 2016. Naz made both, 5 for 6 at the line today. 24-15. Wolverines went with pressure. Illini beat it. Line drive jumper from the free throw line by Terry is short. Rebounded by Akienreh Johnson. Long outlet to Maddie Nolan. A lob for Hillman, and she is bumped on the catch and fouled by Stalope Amundsen. Her first, team's second. Eva Rubin is back in for Illinois despite the 2 fouls. Michigan inbounds baseline. Danielle Rauch back in the game. Finds Nolan just off the side of the lane. Nolan's in trouble. Got to kick it out of there to Akienreh Johnson. They wanted the 3-second call. Here's stuck in the paint. Jumper short. It was blocked by Miles. Rebounded by Illinois. 24-15 Michigan. 3:45 to go first half. Here's Nolan with a steal on the perimeter. Took it away. Here she goes the other direction against Robbins with a right-hand layup. No, but Akienreh Johnson's there for the follow and the putback. Maddie Nolan's played well defensively. A couple of steals. That turns into a easy bucket for Johnson on the follow. 26-15. Michigan's outscored the Illini 9-1 here in the period. Oh, nice touch from Peebles over to Robbins as Michigan was looking for a steal the cross court. Back to Robbins, firing for three, no. Rebound Hillman, lost it, out of bounds. Well, you don't see that happen very often where Naz Hillman gets her hands on it off the board and doesn't finish bringing it in. Janiah Ephraim back in for the Illini. Replacing Lyric Robbins, Janae Terry will stay out there. Illinois has their starting 5 on the floor at the moment. Inbounds Ephraim, baseline, just underneath the bucket to the left. Baseline Terry, catch, shoot, rims out, rebound Hillman. 15-5 now in the first half for Naz. Michigan by 11. Up the floor, Akienreh Johnson running the point for the Wolverines. Screen from Hillman to her left, gets to the top of the circles. Now a bounce pass for Naz, just off the block. Skip over to Danielle Rauch, left wing. 10 to shoot. Back to Naz on a repost against Rubin, one-on-one. Fake to her left, scoop to her, spin to her right, and then a scoop. And Nancy Fay has to call for time. Naz Hillman again, doing it for... They will not be able to do so until the next whistle. 2-3 zone shown by Michigan. Ephraim between the circles. Straight on for Peebles. Peebles with one dribble. Left side back for Ephraim. 15 to shoot. Straight on Peebles. Now Miles. Corner right Terry. Terry tries to drive the baseline and does. Runner off glass, no. Akienreh Johnson rebound. Loose on the floor. A jump ball tied up. The arrow will give it to the Wolverines. 2:16 to go in the first half. Michigan will get Haley Brown back in the game for Elise Stuck. Illinois is now just 7 of 26 from the field, 0 for 9. With 5 turnovers here in this second quarter, where they have not made a field goal, they've scored 1 point. Here's Akienreh Johnson, wing right. Straight on to Maddie Nolan. Nolan gets a screen from Haley Brown. Can't go back to Haley, up top instead to AK. Hook pass for Hillman, left mid-post, double team Rouch. Corner left Nolan, back to Rouch, over to Haley, 5 to shoot. Inside for Hillman, got the position but couldn't finish against Rubin, who challenged. Rebound Miles, here come the Illini. Ephraim to Peebles, catch and shoot jumper right side, it's good. They call it a long 2, first field goal of the period for Illinois. 28-17, Michigan goes quickly to Hillman, across the lane, didn't finish. Rebound loose, saved in the corner by Nas. Danielle Rouch at the right point. Free throw line Johnson, dribbling through traffic, lost it out of bounds. Nancy Panayotopoulos will check back in for the Illini. Meanwhile, Kim Barnes-Arico will take a Michigan timeout. Her first, called with 1:20 to go here in the first. Nas has 17 and a half dozen rebounds. This despite the fact that Illinois is committing as much of its resources on defense to stopping her and forcing her to give the ball up. Panayotopoulos is in, along with Miles, Ephraim, Terry, and Peebles for the Illini. Illinois ball right to left, down 11. Ephraim, wing left. Peebles, top of the circles, to her right, steps into a long jumper off the heel, no. Akienreh Johnson with her 5th rebound. A minute to go, first half, Michigan up 11 with the ball. Field to Johnson, right back to Amy. Not a lot of movement from Michigan on the offensive end lately. Here's Johnson, top of the key, guarded tightly by Terry. Terry poked it away. AK gets it back, 10 to shoot, then threw it away out of bounds. This has not been a pretty first half for Michigan. And yet they have an 11-point lead, and Eva Rubin's going to run back into the game for the Fighting Illini here with 41.7 seconds to go in the first half. Wolverines 28, Fighting Illini 17. Illinois came in averaging just 61 points a game, so they're below their pace, but Michigan's way below its 85 a game at just 28. And Illinois content to slow this game down and take plenty of time. 11 seconds, the difference between the shot and the game clock. Ephraim finally starts to move forward with 12. At the top of the key, Ephraim. Back to Terry, inside for Rubin. She is double teamed. She'll throw up a turnaround that draws nothing but backboard, brought in by Amy Dilk. 10 seconds left in the period. Michigan can have the final shot of the half. Dilk with 8, picks up the dribble. It's Haley Brown for a 3. Off the heel, no. Ephraim, the Illinois rebound. Ephraim to midcourt, will throw one up on the run that is off. And that's how the first half comes to a close here in Ann Arbor. Illinois ball as we start the second half. Fighting Illini Road Blues with orange and white trim. Starters out there: Ephraim, Terry, Peebles, Miles, Rubin. Michigan in the maze. Their starters back as well. Here's Peebles, left side 3 off the side of the iron, no. Rebound Johnson. Michigan comes right to left in this second half with Rouch, Hillman, Haley Brown, Johnson, and Dilk. Here's AK, wing right. Straight on to Haley. Brown can't go left side for Rauch. Now it's Dilk instead with 12 to shoot. Dilk across the lane. Drive and dish out Johnson. AK for three. There you go. Akienreh Johnson with a triple from the right wing. And Michigan's lead, their largest at 14. 31-17. Here's Kennedy Miles and a travel. So Michigan gets the three from Johnson, then the turnover. Let's see what happens now. Long pass ahead, wide open is Rauch, driving to the basket, missed the layup though. Rebounded by Illinois. And Michigan did a great job going quick, caught Illinois napping, but Rauch didn't finish. Now it's Terry the other way for Illinois. Straight on to Kennedy Miles, handoff for Peebles, then a screen from Miles. Now it's Terry to Rubin, double teamed out to Ephraim for three. Janiah Ephraim, no. Fight for the rebound, coming in to grab it was Rauch for a moment, but she dribbled it on the baseline. And it'll stay with the Fighting Illini as Rubin outdueled, or Miles rather, outdueled Hillman for that board. Illinois one field goal in the second quarter. Just 3 points total in the period. They'll find themselves down 31-17 here early in the third. Inbounds, catch and shoot, Miles, no. Johnson with a nice board for Michigan. Into the hands of Dilk, and the Wolverines try to run. Dilk, down it goes to Hillman. Faces on Rubin. Bounce back for Johnson. Now she'll screen on the side for AK to the elbow. Back high for Rauch. Now bounce to Hillman, free throw line. Cutting Dilk, elbow jumper, blocked by Kennedy Miles. Dilk's going to get it back. 8 to shoot. Left wing for Haley Brown. Amy with a ball fake, steps to the free throw line. Shot from there short. Rubin, the Illinois rebound. Pass ahead to Terry over midcourt, streaking up the left side. Pull up from 12 from Terry is no good. Offensive rebound though from Miles. And she'll force the contact from Haley Brown and a foul. 7:54 to go in the third. Haley Brown's second foul, first whistled here in the second half. Kennedy Miles to the free throw line. Sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio. 15 and 8 the other night against Ohio State. Played well in that game. First free throw here is good. 70% free throw shooter. Been in double figures 3 times in scoring this year. At 7 now here today. Second free throw is no good. So she got one, 31-18. 7:50 ticking third quarter. Michigan runs it into the front court with Dilk center circle. Right side bounce for Rauch, 24 feet. Straight on to Haley Brown behind the men's arc. Left wing for Johnson. Johnson around the ball screen, slides it over to Dilk. Lob for Hillman. Hillman spinning into Rubin. Shot up, no. Rebound, she took it away from Rubin. And now she'll hand it back outside for Johnson. A 20-second reset on the shot clock. Dilk, lob for Haley Brown behind the defense. She can't hold on. Out of play it goes. First Michigan turnover here in this third quarter. 31-18, Wolverines lead it. 7:10 in the third. Maddie Nolan will check in for Michigan at the next whistle. Left wing, Kennedy Miles. Ephraim up high, swings it right side for Terry. Now Rubin, mid-post. Out to Peebles, wide open in the corner. Ephraim, baseline drive. Dilk late to get there, whistle and a foul. The first foul on Amy. Will not be a shooting foul. Here comes Nolan to replace Danielle Rauch for Michigan. Shot clock will reset to 20 for the Illini as Ephraim will inbound from the baseline. Finds a cutting Terry for a hanging jumper off the glass and good. First field goal since the first quarter for Terry. 31-20. Michigan on top. Dilk to Maddie Nolan, wing right. Right back to Amy at the left point, firing for three. It's off to the right, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Shooting struggles continue. 5 straight misses for Michigan, 2:45 without a point for the Wolverines. They lead it by 11, 6.5 to go in the third. They've held the Illini to just 20 points so far in the contest. Here's Terry against Johnson between the circles. Behind the back dribble, couldn't shake her. AK still in front of her, wants a screen from Rubin now, slides to her right. Hesitation dribble, corner kick, Ephraim steps into a 14-footer on the baseline. No, offensive rebound, Rubin. Illinois keeps it. Terry in the right corner, down low for Rubin. Deep position, shot over Haley Brown, good, and one. Third foul called on Haley Brown. First points of the game for Eva Rubin. Played in 22 games at Arizona State in a year and a half. Free throw is good. Illinois with an 8, 31-23. Michigan goes quickly for Hillman, tries a reverse layup, no. Got it back though, another try off the glass, and one for Nas. And Michigan got fortunate there. That ball was bobbing around, somehow ended up right back in the hands of the best player on the floor, Nas Hillman, and Eva Rubin is called for her third foul. And Nas with a chance for a three-point play. Emily Kaiser comes on for Michigan, replacing Haley Brown. First foul whistle against Illinois in the period. Hillman, he gets a 20. For the 8th time in 9 games this year, that free throw misses. So still at 19 now. 33-23, Michigan by 10. 5:40 to go. Here's a deep triple on the way that missed from Miles. Amy Dilk has the Wolverine rebound. Long cross-court feed to Akienreh Johnson. Drives to the bucket. Blocked on the far side by Illinois, and then the loose ball goes out off the Fighting Illini. Janae Terry disagrees vehemently, but the officials aren't going to change the call. The Wolverines will still have it. Inbounds in the corner for Hillman, hands to Dilk. Amy lobs it off the lane for Hillman, straight on Akienreh for 3. Off the heel, long rebound, Amy Dilk, and she's knocked to the floor as she grabbed the board. Illinois foul on Janiyah Ephraim, her first. This is one of those games right now. Michigan's got to create some of its own energy here. Very few fans in the building, only friends and only family really of players allowed in. Here's Maddie Nolan back on the right wing for Amy Dilk. Amy with a couple of jab steps, now a lob for Hillman on the right baseline. Nice pass to a cutting Maddie Nolan for an easy layup. Good feed from Nas. 35-23, Michigan. The lead is a dozen halfway through the third. Straight on Peebles for the Illini. Nolan right in her face. She's got to give it off left wing for Terry. Back straight on to Ephraim, 24 feet out. Peebles down low to Rubin. Backs in on Kaiser. Emily knocks the ball away as she was falling down, but they'll call the contact on Kaiser, a blocking foul on Emily. That is her first. That's Michigan's third in the period. And we'll have 75 combined in this game. Michigan has started to pick up the pace on the offensive glass just a little bit. They grabbed 10 offensive rebounds now, after they had 5 at the half, so 5 in the second half. And 9 second chance points now today for Michigan. It'll be Illinois ball. That foul, by the way, was Michigan's 4th, so Illinois is in the bonus for the final 4 minutes, 45 seconds of this third quarter. See if they continue to be aggressive, trying to get to the free throw line. Ephraim to throw in from the baseline. Terry pops open on the right wing to grab it. Now dribbles it across the lane. Bounce feed baseline Ephraim, and she missed the layup. Rebound Hillman. That's a big miss there. It was a little bunny from Ephraim. Michigan back the other way quickly. Now Nolan will slow it up and hold on the right wing. Ask for a screen from Hillman and get it. To the top of the key she goes. Back to Amy. Now down low for Naz. Turning, facing. In the right corner for Nolan. Maddie behind his screen, and it's an offensive foul called on Naz Hillman. Nolan, by the way, made the long jumper, but Hillman's offensive foul wipes it off. It is not a shooting foul because it's an offensive foul. They shoot on a non-offensive foul the rest of the period, but it is a turnover, and Illinois has the ball down a dozen. Working left to right with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, trailing by 12. Janiah Ephraim slides it across to Janae Terry. And now Terry's pass back for Peebles. Miscommunication. It goes into the Illinois bench and out of bounds. An unforced error on the turnover. Nancy Fay has really been active on that Illinois sideline, doing a lot of pacing and cajoling and talking to her team. They've played hard here today. Still in this thing in the third quarter. Here is Amy Dilk along the left sideline. Whistle, and then we got a turnover. Don't know if they said Dilk was out of bounds or a 3-second call on Emily Kaiser. They did say Dilk just stepped on the sideline. So Michigan with another unforced error. Illinois has it back. 35-23 Wolverines. Looking for a 4-0 start in Big Ten play for just the second time in school history. Illinois is making them work for it. Here's Ephraim. Inside looking for Ruben. Kaiser with a steal. Outlet Nolan, handoff Dilk. Amy slows it up in the front court. They got Hillman in low against Ruben one-on-one. Naz going to take it across the lane with the right-hand scoop. No. Loose ball on the rebound. Illinois got it. Here they come 3-on-2. Ephraim outside Terry. Catch and shoot three. Splash. Janae Terry's in double figures with 11. And Illinois back within single digits. And now a steal. Dilk threw it away right to Janae Terry. Here comes Terry on the attack. Into Kaiser. Shot up, no. But a foul on Emily Kaiser. And Janae Terry will shoot two. Second foul on Kaiser. Both of them here in the third quarter. And Michigan, Kim Barnes-Arico wants a timeout. 30-second timeout turns in. I knew she got to the line a lot. Didn't realize it was that many. 370 free throw attempts coming into play today in her career. That's 5th all-time in school history. Up next is Caitlin Flaherty, who had 453. So it'll be a while till Naz gets in to the next person on that list. But 244 free throws made. That's just outside the top 10. Ranks 12th. Next up, Tempe Brown at 254. Hillman, by the way, has 5 makes today, so she's now at 249. And another double-double the other day. That's 25 in her Michigan career. That's 6th all-time. She gets one today. She matches Stacey Thomas and Tabitha Poole for 5th most in school history. And how about that 30-point game for Naz? Let's put that in a little bit of perspective for you, too, for Michigan. It was the 66th 30-point-plus game in school history for the Wolverines. There are 10 players that did that only once in their careers. Carol Shachowski, Tabitha Poole, Lisa Reynolds, Tashia Walker, Stacey Thomas, Amy Johnson, Saisha Gori, Wendy Braditich, Kelly Helby, and Larea Feldman. 11 players have multiple 30-plus point games. And Hillman is one of 8 players with 3 or more 30-point games. She's in a group with Peg Hart and Pollyanna Johns. Leanne Bai, Shannon Smith, Hallie Thome all did it twice. The all-time leader at Michigan in 30-point games is Caitlin Flaherty, who did it 13 times. Diane Dietz did it 11 times. And, of course, Dietz still holds the school record with 45 points in a single game against Illinois back in 1983. No other Wolverine has ever scored more than 40 in a game besides Dietz. Janae Terry makes both, and this is a 7-point game, folks. 35-28. Michigan leading Illinois with 2:40 to go in the third. Wolverines with a basketball. Danielle Rauch on the left wing. Straight on to Emily Kaiser. Hillman getting a rest for Michigan at the moment. Here's Nolan. Back feed right for Johnson. Now a post for Kaiser, low block. Back out to Haley Brown. Fakes the three, drives the lane instead. Layup with the left hand, good and one. What a big play for the senior Haley Brown. Her first points of the game. She staked the three and then drove it to the goal. And the Illinois foul will give her a chance for a three-point play. Janae Terry is called for her first. By the way, Haley Brown today making her 101st career appearance and start as a Michigan Wolverine. Three-point play is good. Michigan's lead back to 10, 38-28. I'll finish that 30-point scoring note here when we have a moment. So I want to mention a couple other things about it. 2:15 left in the third quarter. Michigan leading by 10. Illinois with the basketball. Peebles inside for Rubin. Deep catch, double team, no. And a late whistle from the official on the near sideline, not the official down on the baseline. They call another one on Emily Kaiser. That is now her third. And Rubin will go back to the line for Illinois. Eva Rubin has been a lot more a target of their offensive attack in this second half. I mentioned Dietz at 11. The other players, I don't want to short them. There are three other players on the list of 30-point games ahead of Naz Hillman. They're Abby Courier, who did it 7 times. Jen Smith, my former partner up here, who had 4 of those games. Or 6 of those, rather. And Trish Andrew, who did it 4 times. Rubin made the first, missed the second. Michigan rebound by Haley Brown. 38-29 Wolverines with 2 minutes to go. In the third quarter, I should mention. Danielle Rauch running the point for Michigan. Amy Dilk on the Wolverine bench right now. Here's Akienreh Johnson between the legs dribble. Kaiser left mid post, 14 feet. 10 to shoot. Kaiser backs it up, passes Johnson. Nice drive right side into Janae Terry. And Akienreh Johnson will get rewarded for that aggressiveness with 2 shots at the line here momentarily. Second on Terry. And that is now the 4th on Illinois in the period, so they have put Michigan now in the bonus. AK at the line, 2 for 2 today, looking for another double-digit scoring game. She's done that in 4 of the 7 games in which she's played. And now make it 5 out of 8 as the first free throw is good. Johnson did not play in game 2 this year against Oakland, sat out with an injury. Otherwise has been in the starting lineup every time Michigan has taken the floor, averaging just shy of 26 minutes a game. 2 big free throws for Johnson, who's made her last 6 at the strike. 40-29, Michigan back on top by 11. A minute 38 to go in the third quarter. Jada Peebles off a handoff at the top of the circles, back to Janaea Ephraim into the lane and a double dribble. So Illinois turns it over. And Michigan with a chance to push its lead back out. They jumped ahead by 14 off a 3 from Akienreh Johnson to begin this period. Illinois has been hanging around since then. Got as close as 7 a few moments ago. Here is Emily Kaiser straight on. Right wing for Nolan. Ball fake. Back right wing for Johnson. Post feed for Kaiser. Back outside to Haley Brown with 8 to shoot. Right back into Emily on a repost. Across the lane with a left-hand hook blocked by Rubin. Danielle Rauch is there for the loose ball. It's saved. It's touched out. Brown to beat the shot clock. Haley Brown, as Michigan kept it alive, drills her first 3 of the ball game. That's a big shot and a big break for Michigan. Rauch kept it alive, and then Kaiser with a quick touch pass out to Haley Brown to beat the horn. Back to a 14-point lead, matches the largest of the game. Ephraim, they dare her to shoot, does Michigan defensively. She will take it to the top of the key and lob it for Miles across the lane. Kennedy Miles, and Emily Kaiser is just picked up her 4th foul. All of those here in this period. 31 seconds left in the third. Kaiser will come out. Naz Hillman will get back in the lineup for the Wolverines. Two free throws, meanwhile, for Kennedy Miles. 7 points, 5 rebounds today for Miles. First free throw from Kennedy on the way. is short off the front iron. 1.2 seconds, the difference between the shot and the game clock. So Michigan can essentially have the final shot of this third quarter, assuming they don't turn it over. And they have the possession arrow to begin the fourth as well. Miles made the second, 43-30. Amy Dilk's back in the game for the Wolverines for this final third quarter possession as well. 20 seconds left in the period. Maddie Nolan, top of the key, left wing for Danielle Rauch. Straight on Haley Brown, wing right Nolan. Brown will screen it there. Nolan to the top, now back right wing for Rauch. Here comes Hillman across the lane to screen for Danielle. A drive and a lob in the left corner for Nolan with 3, 2. A steal by Kennedy Miles, and does she get the layup up? No. She needed to shoot that sooner. But Michigan with a sloppy turnover to end the period. Sort of symbolic of the way this game has gone for Michigan. World on fire on offense in this game. Oh, Illinois shooting 28%, Michigan 36%. Right now the biggest difference, Michigan's been able to get more offensive rebound chances here in the second half. And they've turned those into a bunch more points than they did in the first half. Allowed them to hang on to what is right now a 13-point advantage. Illinois cut it to 7 in that third quarter. Fighting Illini have certainly not gone away today. We start the fourth, starting 5 minus Akienreh Johnson's out there for Michigan. It's Maddie Nolan instead, and the Illini with their starting group out there, they're kind of riding or dying with that group right now. Miles, Terry, Peebles, Rubin, and Ephraim. 12 to shoot as Illinois really harassing Michigan defensively, and it goes to Hillman. Kick to the point for Danielle Rauch for a 3. That is a big shot for Michigan, and good to see Danielle Rauch knock one down. Shot it with confidence, too, and buried it. 46-30, it's Michigan's largest lead of the game here in the fourth quarter. 9:20 left in it. Janae Terry in the right corner for Illinois. Back straight on for Ephraim, now around left for Miles. 10 to shoot to Peebles, in the corner again Terry. This time right back to Peebles, straight on firing for 3, halfway down and out. And Naz Hillman with another rebound. One shy of a double-double now with 19 and 9. Can Michigan finally just stretch this thing and put Illinois away in this final quarter? Here's Hillman over to Rauch at the right point. In the right corner for Dilk. Down low lob for Haley Brown. Turnaround jumper from 14 is nothing but net from Haley Brown. And Nancy Fay wants a very quick Illinois timeout. That will become our meeting. A couple of big shots last time. Last 2 trips down the floor for Michigan. First Danielle Rauch with a 3 from the left wing. And then Haley Brown with a turnaround jumper from 14 feet. And Michigan has pushed this lead to 18, 48-30. Starting to feel a little bit like Illinois maybe down to their final swings at this thing. They'll have the ball coming out of the timeout called by their head coach, Nancy Fay. Nancy Fay is a tremendously successful women's basketball coach. 27 years, 31 years rather, at Washington University in St. Louis. She won 5 NCAA Division III national championships. Her team's their perennial powerhouse. She won over 700 games there. She may be able to get this Illinois program going back in the right direction. Here's Janae Terry, a long 3 that's short, but there's still a lot of work to do. In the Big Ten, Illinois is just 4-52 in the last 3+ seasons. Here's Nolan for 3 off the front rim. No. Brown kept the rebound alive. It was tipped to Hillman. She missed a lay-in in close. And now Illinois with the board. Here comes Terry. Into Maddie Nolan. And contact and a whistle. And Janae Terry will have a couple of free throws for the Illini. Maddie Nolan picks up her second. Michigan will be on the road for their next game Thursday night against Wisconsin. It'll be a late start in the East, 8 o'clock, a 7 o'clock start Central Time in Madison. Terry hits the first free throw. She's in double figures for the 4th time this year. Coming off a double-double the other night against Ohio State, 12 and 10. She has a couple of those this year. She got them both at the line. 13 points for Janae Terry. 48-32, not over yet. 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Especially if both teams continue to struggle to score. Here's Amy Dill, right wing for Danielle Rauch behind the arc. A couple of dribbles out near the hash. A trap comes. She got it away to Amy. Lob over the top for Hillman. Beautiful feed. And Naz Hillman with the finish. She has been limited to just 4 points here in the second half. But she does have now a double-double with 21 and 11 rebounds. Here's a lob inside to Rubin. Deep catch. Turnaround with the left hand. High off the glass and in. And I wonder why Illinois didn't do more to get Rubin involved in the first half, because she's been a difference maker here in the second. 50-34 Michigan. 7:15 to go and ticking in the fourth. Dilk inside for Hillman. Nice fake right. Step left. Scoop no, but a foul. Rubin has her fourth. And Naz Hillman will have a couple more free throws. She had 17, carried Michigan in the first half, when the Wolverines scored only 28 points. She's gotten some offensive help in this second half, especially lately from Haley Brown. First free throw from Hillman is too strong. Hillman playing a lot of minutes over this last stretch of games here, especially these last couple with Leah Brown out. She is the team's leader with over 30 minutes played today. Second free throw here is good. 51-34 Wolverines. 7:10 to play in the fourth. Michigan trying to keep pace with Maryland and move to 4-0 in the Big Ten, as Terry's three is off the iron twice and no good. Hillman has the rebound, and she is knocked down from behind by Salope Emuson. And that will be the second foul on Emuson, and the second on the Illini here in this fourth quarter. 6:58 left in it. Michigan by 17. Maryland won earlier today against Purdue. The Terps are 5-0. Michigan trying to get to 4-0. There's Nolan between the circles. Quick slide left for Amy Dilk. Screen there from Hillman as Dilk gets to the elbow. Now off a screen, a curl, Rauch back to Amy Dilk inside Hillman. Left block, 10 foot. Faces on Rubin. Runs into her. Then a nice step back inside and able to score with the right hand. Great move by Hillman. 53-34. It's a 19-point game. Michigan's largest lead. Terry in the left corner for the Illini. Slides it over to Jada Peebles, just inside the arc for a long two that's good. Second basket for Peebles, who has 4. 53-36. Michigan quickly. They got Hillman. Whips it out to Rauch. Didn't take the quick three. Instead, Haley Brown will fire one. It's off the heel, no good. Fight for the rebound, won by Hillman. And Eva Rubin might be out of this ball game with her 5th foul. She was the one battling underneath there. And indeed, Eva Rubin's afternoon is complete with still 5 minutes and 58 seconds left in this game. So Illinois will have to substitute for her. See who it'll be coming off the bench. Nancy Fay is going to take her time before she determines who to substitute. It's going to be Lyric Robbins. So Robbins is in. 5:58 left. 53-36. Michigan on top. Janae Terry got a little bit of attention on the bench. Got a wrap, some tape on her right wrist, and is going to stay in the ball game. Dilk to throw in for the Wolverines. Looking for Akienreh Johnson on the curl. It's not there. A lob outside for Brown instead. And now the hands of Dilk. Behind the screen from Hillman. Long jumper from Amy is short. Offensive rebound, Akienreh Johnson. Michigan with 20 on the shot clock. Back to AK. Post feed for Hillman. We've got a foul. As Kennedy Miles and Hillman were fighting for position. A couple of Ohio natives battling there. And Kennedy Miles is called for the foul. Her first. That's Illinois' 4th, and Michigan's in the bonus with 5:44 to go. Michigan shooting starting to inch up close to 40%, 38%. Hillman's going to go to the bench now, replaced by Emily Kaiser. Kaiser, who has got 4 fouls. I think I like this if you're Kim Barnes-Enrico. Naz Hillman's played a ton of minutes. You got a 17-point lead. You're in pretty good shape now. Get her some extra rest. She's been carrying a heavy load. Here is Johnson back to Dilk. Wants to lob for Kaiser. Instead of skip to Haley Brown. Left wing firing for 3. Halfway down and out. Akienreh Johnson kept the rebound alive for a moment, but brought in by Illinois. Jada Peebles, a handoff for Terry on the right wing. Back straight on to Peebles. Left side behind the arc, Robbins. Right back to Peebles straight on. Couple of dribbles there. Between the legs. Now a drive past Johnson. A free throw line hanging jumper rattles out. Rebound is loose and saved along the sidelines by Amuson for Illinois. So they keep possession here with just about 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Janae Terry looks for room, drives through traffic. Nice move by Terry. She got to the bucket and laid it in. 53-38. Illinois continuing to fight here in this fourth quarter. Team that gave up over 100 points to Iowa just a week ago. Powerful Michigan offense has been held to just 53 so far today. Here's Kaiser. Nice pass to him, cutting Akienreh Johnson. But the left-hand layup is short. Rebounded by Illinois. Kennedy Miles. She'll run it the other way. Miles, a runner, no. And then she couldn't get her own miss. And she'll foul Amy Dilk as well to make things worse for herself and her team. Because that's the 5th foul on Illinois. And we're going to walk to the other end. Amy Dilk will shoot 2 for Michigan. So Dilk to the line. First free throws today for Amy, and that's good. Another game where Dilk's done a little bit of everything. 6 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Second free throw, good as well. So Dilk will check out. Maddie Nolan is back in. 55-38 Michigan with 4:25 and ticking in the fourth. Lyric Robbins over to Amuson. Top of the key, left side for Terry. Cut off on the drive by Kaiser. Terry stays at it. And then traveling as she tried to keep moving through the Wolverine defense. And Illinois will take a timeout. League play in Michigan State, which plays Nebraska. Tip at about 20 minutes. They will try to get to 4-1 in league play and stay hot on the heels of those 3 unbeaten leaders. No Monday games in the Big Ten tomorrow, which is something we've kind of come to get used to, that Monday night primetime game. Times on BT, Big Ten Network, other times on ESPN or ESPN2. Now it's Maddie Nolan who will throw in for Michigan underneath the basket as the Wolverines have a new inbounds play set up. It's a lob to Haley Brown. Triple teamed, and Haley gets it away to Amy Dilk. Long pass ahead for Emily Kaiser underneath the rim. She'll save it to Johnson, and Johnson will lay it in with the left hand. Not exactly maybe how Kim Barnes-Enrico drew it up, but it counts for 2, and Michigan's lead is 19, 57-38, 3:50 to play. Ephraim over to Janae Terry, behind the back dribble from Terry, and a lead for Lyric Robbins behind her for a left wing 3 that's good. Robbins with her second triple of the year in 15 tries, and now a foul in the backcourt. Illinois was looking for the steal, and instead it's a whistle. And the Wolverines are going to have a couple of free throws coming. That is the second triple today for Illinois in 14 tries. And it'll be Amy Dilk to shoot 2 more free throws here for Michigan. First one good. 57-41 Wolverines. Now both. 59-41 Michigan. Here's Lyric Robbins for another 3. That one's no good. Akienreh Johnson the rebound to Dilk, who is behind the defense and will glide in for the easy layup. So Dilk gets to double figures with 11, and it's a 20-point lead for the first time today. 61-41 with 3:10 left. Here's Ephraim for 3 for the Illini. That's good. Janiyah Ephraim with her first field goal of the contest. 61-44, 3 minutes to go. Michigan breaks the pressure into the front court, and now they're content to run some clock. 2:50 to play. Wolverines by 17. Amy Dilk, left point, 12 to shoot. 10 to shoot as Amy takes it to the free throw line and tried a fancy pass down low for Haley Brown between 3 defenders. It was out of her reach. Haley Brown will check out. Whitney Solom will make her first appearance in a month. Solom, who is from nearby Heartland, Michigan, has not played the last 3 games for the Wolverines. Here comes Ephraim. Quickly for Miles against Solom. Cut off at the elbow. Left side it goes for Terry. A 3 with Johnson right in her face, no. And Maddie Nolan with the Michigan rebound. Dilk, quick outlet to Akienreh Johnson. Michigan into the front court. Johnson will drive it hard and quickly and score it. And 1. Lyric Robbins is going to get whistled for the foul, and AK is going to have a chance for a 3-point play, and she is having a great day. When you were asking who was going to help Naz Hillman today, in the first half, it was all Naz. In the second half, AK has really been huge. 9 of her 15 points. She is 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Free throw is short. Offensive rebound, though, to Dilk. And Michigan can run some more time off. Here's Solom, quick turnaround, baseline hook is good. Whitney Solom at the Michigan bench loves that. The freshman with a field goal. 65-44 Michigan. Here is a 3 on the way from Peebles, no good. Long rebound, Miles. She'll take the baseline jumper from 12 over Johnson, no. Kept alive by Peebles with a tap to Terry. Now Terry is tied up in the lane after a missed shot. And it's Akienreh Johnson with a tie-up. The arrow will keep it with the Illini with 1:54 to go. Wolverines starting to empty the bench a little bit. Here comes Cameron Williams into the contest, freshman out of Chicago, Illinois. Michelle Sedor also gets in. To replace Kaiser and Nolan. Ephraim wants to throw it in. Lobs it straight on for Miles against Cameron Williams. Kennedy Miles. The runner is good. So Miles is in double figures for the Illini with 11. 1:40 left in this one. Wolverines by 19. Here's Johnson. Nice give and go to Solom. And 1! Whitney Solom with a couple of buckets here late in the 4th quarter. And a chance for a 3-point play. And Michigan finally starting to get some shots to drop. They're now up to 42% from the field. Solom with a chance for a new career high in scoring. She had 4 in a matchup earlier this year, looking for her 5th point of this game. The free throw, it's going to be a, well, they didn't call the lane violation. I thought they were going to. Free throw is good. 68-46. 1:25 left for the Wolverines, and a travel on Janae Terry. Here comes Megan Pizzo to check in for the Wolverines. She'll get Amy Dilk out of this contest. And so Michigan has basically emptied the bench at this point. Illinois will continue to press full court here. Michigan will get it into Akienreh Johnson. Double team, tries to dribble through traffic and has it stolen. Lyric Robbins with the layup with the left hand. 68-48. Again, the full court pressure. The inbound Johnson. She is fouled by Akienreh Johnson. Johnson will go to the other end and shoot two. Big offensive surge in this fourth quarter from Michigan. 25 points here in the fourth. They're up to 68 now in the ballgame. So the offensive production maybe starting to finally click a little bit here late. Johnson at the line. Free throw short and left. 31 minutes today for AK. 15 points, 9 rebounds. She has played a big role in Michigan's win here today. Second free throw rattles and doesn't fall. Rebound Robbins. With 1:05 left, Akienreh Johnson down the lane, stops at the elbow, back outside to Peebles for three. No. Whitney Solom, the Michigan board. Under a minute left. Johnson can simply bring it ahead. The shot clock, by the way, did not go to 30. For some reason, it only went to 20. And it needs to be at 22 seconds. I'll put it at 20 right now, which I guess is close enough at this point. Michigan leading by 20, 68-48. Fizo gets it into Johnson. Left wing pass for Fizo is tipped and out of play. Last touch by Michigan. 68-48, final 43.9 seconds here in Ann Arbor. Michigan headed to 9-0 and 4-0 in Big Ten play for only the second time in school history. Here's Terry. Nice drive and drop off for Kennedy Miles for two. 68-50, Fizo against the backcourt pressure. Got it to Sedor. Now Sedor for Solom inside. Pass to a cutting Johnson, and AK will lay it up for Michigan. 17 now for Johnson. Shot clock is off. 22 seconds to go in this one. Here's Peebles, baseline drive, runner over Williams, air ball, Fizo rebound. Got it to Sedor. Nancy Fay says no fouls, and Michigan can dribble out the final 10 seconds here in Ann Arbor. It was not pretty, especially the first three quarters. The Wolverine offense coming to life a bit in the fourth, and they win it by 20. Your final 70-50, Michigan over Illinois. Post game is next. You're listening to Michigan Women's Basketball.